Hi friends, it's Katie Steinberg here, and this past week at Missing Piece was what we called Poetry Palm Sunday. So as a group together, we looked at a couple different poems and then had a discussion based on what spoke to people about these poems. So to get the fullness of that experience, you're just gonna have to come in person. But for now, I thought I could share with you some of the poetry that we looked at and invite you to either comment below, or you may want to get a sheet of paper or something and write out some of the things that pop out to you about these poems. Also, just want to remind you that Easter Sunday is this week, as if you could forget, and we'll be doing a brunch as well as an Easter egg hunt at the Bailey River Bridge house if you're nearby. And a couple weeks after that is our Sunday Soul Brunch benefiting the Halifax Humane Society. So look for information online, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or any of the other venues where you can tap into Missing Piece. But for now, this poem is called Blessings of the Palms for Palm Sunday. This blessing can be heard coming from a long way off. This blessing is making its steady way up the road toward you. This blessing blooms in the throats of women, springs from the hearts of men, tumbles out of the mouths of children. This blessing is stitched into the seams of the cloaks that line the road, etched into the branches that trace the path, echoes in the breathing of the willing colt, the click of the donkey's hoof against the stones. Something is rising beneath this blessing. Something will try to drown it out. But this blessing cannot be turned back, cannot be made to still its voice, cannot cease to sing its praise of the one who comes along the way it makes. Again, that was Blessings of the Palms for Palm Sunday. And I invite you, if you have reflections, to put them in the comments below, or maybe you want to write them down or revisit that poem later. But from there, we went to another beautiful poem, Blessing by Jan Richardson, as was the previous one. And this one's called Blessing When the World is Ending. Look, the world is always ending somewhere. Somewhere the sun has come crashing down. Somewhere it has gone completely dark. Somewhere it has ended with the gun, the knife, the fist. Somewhere it has ended with the slammed door, the shattered hope. Somewhere it has ended with the utter quiet that follows the news from the phone, the television, the hospital room. Somewhere it has ended with a tenderness that will break your heart. But listen, this blessing means to be anything but morose. It has not come to cause despair. It is here simply because there is nothing a blessing is better suited for than an ending. Nothing that cries out more for a blessing than when the world is falling apart. This blessing will not fix you, will not mend you, will not give you false comfort. It will not talk to you about one door opening when another one closes. It will simply sit itself beside you among the shards and gently turn your face toward the direction from which the light will come, gathering itself about you as the world begins again. We did one more poem together at Missing Piece this week, and it's brief, but I'll share it with you here in closing. And it goes like this. In breath, another breathing for Holy Saturday. Let it be that on this day, we will expect no more of ourselves than to keep breathing with the bewildered cadence of lungs that will not give up the ghost. Let it be we will expect little but the beating of our heart, stubborn in its repeating rhythm that will not cease to sound. Let it be we will still ourselves enough to hear what may yet come to echo, as if in the breath, another breathing, as if in the heartbeat, another heart. Let it be we will not try to fathom what comes to meet us in the stillness, but simply open to the approach of a mystery we hardly dared to dream. Amen. Again, at Missing Piece, we took this opportunity to discuss the things that we felt and that jumped out at us from these poems, and a chance to discover God or the Spirit or that nameless thing that connects all of us to ourselves, each other, this world. And it was beautiful. And I invite you to join us sometime, and you can keep up with us, a nomadic community that wanders all over Volusia County. But you can keep up with us on Facebook. We also have a smartphone app. We're on Instagram, YouTube, and our website, ormansmissingpiece.com. Grace and peace, my friends.